Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas for these notes recorded around Christmas and hence get up. There's no tree with lights behind. The lights in this gated community at night, but we're doing this at daytime. So I'm continuing with the series that I had just invented, produced and recorded on Dracula as one of the most important characters from this land. In a way a symbol, in other ways just a perverted historical character who's been used to some extent to create fiction, a count who drinks blood, but also, as aforementioned in the previous episode, a character that has been part of my life for a long time. My job was to organize, sell, direct, so to say, draw up, and finally drive in those tours and guide people around. So the inevitable story that I would have to come to was Dracula, because most of the time people wanted to see Bram Castle, also known as Dracula's Castle, plus other sites, places supposedly connected with Vlad the Impaler, if not the vampire count. In fact, even Bucharest, as I said, has been first mentioned by Vlad the Impaler. To come to another story on this Vlad the Impaler Vlad who's used now as an advertising. He's used by nationalists and people who want supposedly to promote local values, to fight against evil, against sometimes foreigners, sometimes the Hungarians who supposedly want to take the land away, or so they imagine, or they just use the common fear or in the minds of those who are less educated or uneducated altogether. They use this image of a guy who was so just, cruel but just, to fight thieves and so on. Indeed, at one point, he used this trick to test the honesty of merchants. He said, okay, I have found this bag with money, and some gold coins are within, and I'm giving them back to you. And so the merchants took them. Oh, thank you, it's very kind. And most of them would keep the small purse with coins, even if deliberately the impaler Țepeș would place an extra coin within. In other words, they had 20, but he would give back 21 to see what happens. And those who kept the extra coin were executed, impaled. That was his preferred method of killing, hence the impaler Țepeș. So only those few who would, if I remember the story correctly, who would say, oh, but there's one extra coin, I only had 20, would be saved. And he would use all sorts of tricks to catch the crooks and the thieves, and he had a reputation of being very cruel to those who betrayed him, those who abused in any way that position.